Think your website or app is perfect. Think again. Unless it's accessible to everyone, it's excluding a huge chunk of potential users. In this episode, we're talking about accessibility in usability, not just a feel-good cause, but a smart business decision that can unlock the power of diverse user needs. Welcome back to xploreUXCast, where we help you make sense of your users or your customers. In this episode, we're tackling a topic that's both crucial and often overlooked, and that is accessibility in usability. We'll explore the importance of designing for diverse user needs. We'll unpack the relationship between accessibility and usability, delve into best practices for creating inclusive experiences, and discover the benefits of going the extra mile to make your product or service truly usable for everyone. Let's start by clarifying the difference between accessibility and usability. Usability is all about ensuring a product is easy to use, efficient, learnable, and creates delightful experiences. It focuses on how well a design caters to the needs of its target users, allowing them to complete tasks effectively and with satisfaction. Accessibility, on the other hand, takes this a step further. It specifically addresses the needs of users with disabilities, ensuring they can perceive, understand, navigate, and interact with a product on an equal footing with anyone else. This includes individuals with visual, auditory, motor, or cognitive impairments. It's important to understand that accessibility is not a separate layer bolted onto usability. It's an integral part of the design process. By building accessibility into the core of your product from the very beginning, you create a more comprehensive and usable experience for everyone. Now, let's talk about the power of inclusive design. Think of accessibility as a rising tide that lifts all boats. When you remove barriers for users with disabilities, you inadvertently improve usability for a much wider audience. Consider features like high contrast text. This benefits users with visual impairments, but it also helps everyone see the text clearly in bright sunlight or low light conditions. Similarly, closed captions provide access for those with hearing difficulties, but they also enhance the experience for people watching a video in a noisy environment or for those who simply prefer to follow along with captions. Beyond these practical advantages, designing for accessibility demonstrates inclusivity and social responsibility. It sends a powerful message that your product or service is for everyone, regardless of ability. This can foster brand loyalty and attract a broader user base. Now let's explore some common accessibility challenges that designers and developers need to be aware of. Visual impairments. Users with low vision or color blindness might struggle with poor color contrast, small text, lack of alternative text for images, or interfaces that rely heavily on visual cues. Hearing impairments. Deaf or hard of hearing users may need features like captions for audio content, transcripts for videos, and visual alerts for non-audio notifications. Motor impairments. Users with limited dexterity might have difficulty using touchscreens, navigating complex menus with a mouse, or operating interfaces that require precise motor control. Cognitive impairments. Users with learning disabilities, dyslexia, or cognitive challenges may benefit from clear and concise language, logical information structure, and features that minimize cognitive load. Fortunately, there is a wealth of resources and best practices to guide us in creating accessible experiences. Here are some key points to consider. WCAG compliance. The Web Content Accessibility Guidelines published by the World Wide Web Consortium, W3C, provide a set of international standards for web accessibility. Adhering to these guidelines is a great starting point. Inclusive design starts with robust user research. Incorporate users with disabilities into your research process and conduct thorough accessibility testing using assistive technologies such as screen readers and keyboard navigation. This ensures your product is usable by all. Keyboard navigation is paramount. Ensure all interactive elements can be accessed and operated solely via keyboard input. This accommodation is crucial for users relying on screen readers or those with motor impairments. So, provide comprehensive text alternatives. Use clear and descriptive alt text for images and offer transcripts for audio and video content. This ensures that information is accessible to everyone, regardless of their abilities. Pay attention to color contrast. Maintain sufficient contrast between text and background colors to enhance readability, particularly for users with low vision. Communicate clearly. Use plain language and avoid complex jargon to accommodate users with varying cognitive abilities. Adopt responsive design principles. Ensure your product or service is compatible with diverse screen sizes and devices, including assistive technologies, to provide a seamless experience for all users. I will leave links to some tools and resources in the description section of this episode. Feel free to check them out. Now let's talk about the business case for accessibility, because while the ethical and social reasons for accessibility are compelling, there's also a strong business case to be made. Here are some key benefits. Addressing accessibility in your product design offers several compelling advantages. Firstly, it expands your market reach significantly, potentially including millions of users with disabilities who benefit from accessible features. This broader user base not only enhances inclusivity but also opens up new business opportunities. Secondly, integrating accessibility features can improve your website's search engine optimization, SEO. Clear and descriptive alt text, for example, not only assists visually impaired users but also helps search engines better understand and rank your content. Love xploreUXCast. Here's how you can make a difference. Be a UX champion. Chat with friends, family, and anyone who wants to learn about UX and usability testing. You can supercharge the show. Subscribe, rate, and review xploreUXCast on wherever you listen to podcasts. This helps others discover the good stuff and lets the platform know we're winning. Let's talk UX. Leave comments on the podcast or social media. Got a burning testing question or a topic you'd love to hear explored? Hit me up. And join the UX crew by signing up for our newsletter on LinkedIn and connect with fellow UX enthusiasts. See links in the description. Moreover, building accessibility into your design strategy can mitigate legal risks. Many countries have regulations requiring digital accessibility, and proactive compliance can prevent legal complications and associated costs in the future. Additionally, prioritizing accessibility can enhance your brand reputation. Demonstrating a commitment to inclusivity and usability fosters a positive perception among customers and stakeholders, reinforcing your brand's values and credibility. Lastly, addressing accessibility early in the design phase can lead to reduced development costs. It's generally more cost-effective to integrate accessibility features from the outset rather than retrofitting them later. minimizing redesign efforts and associated expenses. In a nutshell, integrating accessibility into your product not only aligns with legal requirements and enhances user experience, but also boosts market reach, improves SEO, enhances brand reputation, and reduces long-term development costs. Remember, accessibility is an ongoing process. As technology evolves and user needs change, it's crucial to stay updated on the latest best practices and conduct regular accessibility audits. Here are some additional tips for fostering a culture of accessibility within your organization. Building accessible products requires a proactive approach. Start by providing accessibility training to your team, equipping them with the knowledge and skills to build inclusively. Designate accessibility champions to advocate for user needs throughout development. Finally, cultivate an inclusive design mindset that prioritizes accessibility from the outset. This ensures all users have a positive experience with your product. Final thoughts. By prioritizing accessibility, you're not just creating a product that's usable by everyone, you're creating a more inclusive and equitable world. It's a win-win for users, businesses, and society as a whole. So, take action today. Integrate accessibility best practices into your design process. Familiarize yourself with the WCAG guidelines and utilize available resources. Let's work together to build a more inclusive UX future where everyone has the opportunity to experience the power of technology. Thanks for joining me on this episode of xploreUXCast. I hope you've gained valuable insights into the importance of accessibility in usability. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us on X at xploreUXCast. See link in the description section. Until next time, happy designing. Cheers and have a good one.